Hello everyone, welcome to DK Talkies, and I am Deepthi Katwi, the founder of DK Talkies. Every mom has got some or the other journey to share, and today on our episode, we've called a very special mom. She's a content creator, a travel enthusiast, and somebody who keeps creating some really amazing recipes on Instagram. Some of us already know her as Princey Mom on Insta, and you must be following her already. We've invited her today as our guest. Let's hear it from Filoni Cheda, who is also known as the Princey Mom on Instagram. Let's see what is her story behind the content creation journey and how can she be an inspiration for everybody who is watching this today's episode. Hi Filoni, welcome to DK Talkies, and today we want to hear the real story behind your content journey, your motherhood, and how have you been shaping up your career after you accepted the motherhood.
Hi Dipti, thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. So let's take it from the top. Who is Filoni Cheda?
So Filoni is a woman who has her own dreams. She has her own heart of passion. So basically, I'm an IT engineer by profession.
Wow.
But I have always wanted to do something like this, and I'm living my dream life right now, creating content. And I have had my own share of challenges, out of which I have come out stronger. I've emerged stronger, and I'm here to share my experiences with everyone.
Sure.
And creating some real connections.
Mm-hmm.
I want to share with people that they are not alone in this journey called motherhood, because sometimes people have taken it in a wrong way that motherhood is a struggle, but no, it is not.
Mm-hmm.
It's a phase and it's a magical space. So yeah,
I'm glad you said that it's a magical space. So, what kind of content creator are you?
so basically I started with motherhood,
Mm-hmm.
and soon I am now moving into fashion. I'm a full-time lifestyle creator, a mom
Okay.
lifestyle creator.
Okay.
I am shooting content with my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and she absolutely loves it.
Wonderful. So, what made you become a content creator or a fashion enthusiast?
Okay, so there's a story behind this. Pre-COVID, we were in Baroda,
Mm-hmm.
and I had no help. Like, we just moved to Baroda. I had no help. My in-laws were in abroad, and there was nobody. Princey was just around 3 to 4 months, and my husband actually saw me that I'm struggling with her different phases, a new mom, trying all different trial and errors, the hacks, and raising a child. And he was watching my emotions. So he said, "Why don't you just document it? Why don't you share with others? Because I have seen you, the way you have struggled, and the way you're coming out of it, like the way you're raising her so beautifully." And I guess this is the time I was so unsure that how would people take it. Will it go negative on my way, or I don't know. I was quite vulnerable when I shared my first, but as soon I had posted my first post, I received overwhelming response saying that they are not that thank you for sharing this, and now it feels like there is somebody and they are not alone in this journey. So that is how Princey Mom came into this space.
What a lovely journey that was. So, tell us something more. What kind of challenges have you gone through when you actually decided to become a content creator? And I also understand you also have a child and you're a mom. So let's hear more about that journey.
As a mom, yes, you do have your own set of challenges, and being a mom, I was very much scared that how would people take my hacks, or how would they take my way of parenting her. I felt I might be judged by people. I might get negative comments, opinions, because the society is what they are always open to judgment. They are always opinion. They are always there to give you negative comments. They pass different opinions. They have different, and that is how I did receive a lot of negative comments when I started slowly. And but no, um, more than negative comments, I have received a lot of positive comments saying that wow, the way you're raising her is so beautiful, uh, and that is how this just
The
came.
journey was
Yes, yes,
incredible, isn't it?
yes, absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So, Filoni, what was the first piece of content that you actually posted on your social media channel and that made you feel that yes, this is what I wanted and I've already achieved it now? I'm so happy.
Yeah. So this was the very first piece that
Uh-huh.
I had released on my page called
Mhm.
Princey Mom, and it was about me and Princey just sitting on a couch, chilling on a Sunday afternoon, and we were just enjoying. It was messy all around, but we were having our own time. And I was so scared. I was so vulnerable, thinking, what if I post this, and what if people start commenting that, oh my god, that's so messy, or how are you doing this? Like, I just put up that it's all about enjoying those little moments, and motherhood isn't all about perfection. And the first comment I received was, thank you for saying this out loud. And we are so happy that you shared this right now with us. So that is how this Princey Mom came out, and that is how I felt that, moms, you're not alone in this journey. Every mom has a different story, but every mom can relate to each other.
Yeah.
So this is how Princey Mom came in, and I wanted to share my real stories here. So that is how it is mentioned on bio also. It's raw
Yes.
and real motherhood.
Lovely. So true. Thank you for sharing that with us today
Thank
over
you.
here on DK Talkies.
Thank you.
Great. So we'll just move to the next question now. How did motherhood shape your identity as a content creator?
Before being a mom, I was working in an IT industry, and then COVID hit. I conceived her, and uh, I had a self doubt, thinking, what am I doing? Because I can't be idle. I need to work. And during COVID, we didn't have anything to do. We were stuck at home. My husband, like, why don't you start sharing what you're doing with her and how you're raising her? And it's so amazing to watch, because other than you, there are many other moms who don't know, because they're new moms, and as new moms, we don't know what are we doing, how to raise a child, because our moms, they had a different way of parenting kids. So that is how Princey Mom came. And after being Princey Mom, after this page, my life as a creator was completely changed. I completely changed the way motherhood is seen. I completely rewrote a new story, and I was always open for negative comments, but more than that, as I said, I was enjoying more of positive comments. They were appreciating me the way I was doing it, and I have built my own identity as Princey Mom. Where if I go out, people are actually recognizing me as Princey Mom. They're saying, "Oh, is that Princey Mom?" And we are loving your content. It's so raw, relatable, and thank you for sharing your stories.
That's nice. So क्या घर से भी आपको support है for content creation? Because I'm sure there must be a lot of brands who already contact you for their own marketing as well. तो घर से आपको support मिल रहा है?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm very much lucky in this thing. And my mom, my mother-in-law, my dad, my husband, who is not camera friendly, but he's still open if I have any brand shoots coming
Sure.
up. Without second thought, he'll be like, okay, I am okay, let's do it.
That's really nice.
And Princey is always my little muse who is
Yeah.
cheering up and the space.
So there is a lot of
She's the-
allyship that's already there from
Yes.
your family support
Yes.
system that you've created.
Yes.
So good to know that.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I'm glad I have that support system. It's
Super.
only because of them I'm able to do this.
Amazing. And how do you strike a complete balance between being an active mom and also an active content creator?
Truthfully, it's a constant dance that I am doing. Sometimes I'm a creator, sometimes I'm mom, because I have to balance both of them. There are days when I have to actually prioritize motherhood. I have to run after Princey, her schools, her tuition, everything. And there are days when I actually remove some time and shoot content. But what worked for me is setting up my own boundaries and keeping up to my expectations that yes, today I'll remove some time for creating content. So whenever she goes to school, I have that spare time. I create content and then back to motherhood.
Nice. That's an amazing balance, isn't it? So
Oh
we can call
yes.
it as a work-life balance because
Yeah.
you're already working and a content designer, a content creator,
Yeah.
where you also have brands who contact you. So and you also have your other personal life which is there. So kudos to your work and your
Thank you so much.
enthusiasm as well.
Thank you. We have to balance. Like
Yeah.
that's the only way you can build your own identity, build your
Sure.
own career. And motherhood is something not where people say that माँ बन गए चलो career खत्म.
Ah.
Instead, that is a new chapter to your life, and why don't you just rebuild it on your own? You can actually spare out some time between motherhood and live, or you can do whatever you wanted. You can live your own life. You can just, as I love creating recipes, I love to play with different with different flavors and all. So I remove some time, and I love cooking. So I cook something new, and that is how I'm just enjoying this.
Super.
Thank you.
Filoni, your audience really loves your fashion. So, what's your fashion mantra?
Being comfy.
Okay.
That's the only thing. And thank you so much for sharing this. For me, it's all about being comfortable. Uh, what worked for me is if you'll see me on a random day, I'll be wearing my denims with white tee, my nude lipstick and blush, and a tote bag to go. That's it. That is what makes me feel comfortable, and that looks actually stylish. And my favorite pieces would be flowy dresses, denims, skirt tops. That's it.
Mm-hmm. So, this is what you recommend to all the other moms also who are watching us right now?
Yeah. Please just go according to your comfort. If you can slay any outfit if you're comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then, what's a go to outfit that makes you feel confident, unstoppable? And we also see, some of the recipes that you've shared with us. In that, also, we've seen you've been wearing such beautiful outfits. So, what's the mantra over there?
For me, as I said, it's white t-shirt, denims, and my I need my nude lipstick as I'm wearing it right now also, and a blush. That's it. That makes me feel more comfortable, more classy. That gives a classy look, and it gives me that confidence, and I can conquer anything.
Lovely. And you often share some of your very easy to make recipes. And what's your favorite quick meal that your daughter absolutely loves?
The best thing that has worked for me and she loves it is white pasta, the Alfredo pasta. So I love to play with vegetables. Sometimes it's broccoli, carrot, or sometimes it's zucchini. I just randomly put vegetables that are available. There's nothing like particular, only bell peppers or broccoli. I mix with all different vegetables, and I love to keep. If you know me, I am that nasty mom who wants everything healthy. Even though I love to eat junk, I won't deny that. But yeah, I keep healthy and nutritious food for her. And sometimes instead of a maida, I put wheat or oats powder, makana powder. If you have tried, the pastas turn out really good.
That's nice. But how healthy is pasta for kids? Because I heard it's just not healthy.
No, there are pasta. There are brands like Slurp Farm, and there are many other brands. They actually provide millet pasta. There are chickpea pastas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you recommend kids can
Yes.
have.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay. Alright. So if you could only keep three items in your kitchen, what would they be?
Oh, for me, it's rice.
Okay.
My favorite are bell peppers
Mhm.
and either paneer or tofu because I can make variety of dishes using these. Sometimes it's stir fry, sometimes curry, sometimes it's healthy bowls. That's healthy and nutritious as well.
So Filoni, let's talk some real talks now. What's the hardest part of putting your content on social media?
So it's being vulnerable. You have to be open for judgments, negative comments, unoccasional opinions from people. Sometimes it's all about showing a messy life, but sometimes that is what I am here for. I want to show moms that they are not alone in this journey. Motherhood is something where motherhood can't be always perfection. It's about living those magical, messy moments with your child. It's about My family is a part of this now, so people are always questioning. You have to be open for criticism or as well. And sometimes it's difficult for me, like whether shall I share this online or shall I just keep this offline and keep it as a secret. But moms understand me, and that's what makes this a happy
Sure.
space where they
Sure.
can share, they can vent out, they can laugh together. Yeah, and
So
they
how do
understand
you,
me.
sorry, so how do you deal with the negative comments or any constructive feedback that you get from your audience? How do you deal with that?
I did have received a lot of negative comments,
Mhm.
but for me, it's always ignoring it because there are things that might not work for another mom, but that might work for me. So everyone has their own different story.
Correct.
It's always better to stay away from those negative comments and just ignore it or block it.
Ignorance is always blessed,
Oh,
isn't
yes,
it?
absolutely. Ignorance is a bliss.
Okay. So have you learned something really from that? And or you feel moving on from there is easier than just paying attention towards my trollers?
I'll tell you, I don't pay attention to
Mhm.
this because that will in a way affect me
Sure.
mentally.
Mhm.
That will create more self doubt.
Mhm.
But लोग बोल रहे हैं बोलने दो. It's
Mhm.
like लोगों का काम है बोलना.
Acha. Okay.
I believe in that mantra
Okay.
because I know what I'm doing is best for my daughter,
Sure.
and that is working for me.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
So you've built a really strong community. How do you keep the connection very authentic with your audience who actually love you and they want to see more of Princey Mom?
Yes. For me, it's always about authenticity, and I love to share raw and real stuff so that I can share moms that they are not here alone and everyone has their own share.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a place where they can vent out, they can laugh, we can enjoy, we can have they can share their own experiences.
Mm-hmm.
People can build their real connections. It's not only about likes or numbers or real views. It's more about creating real connections with people.
What is that one message that you've received from some of your followers that really touched your heart?
I remember sharing one of the videos where I was kind of bit dull, bit upset, and sharing that Princey's throwing a lot of tantrums. I had that phase where she was not having food
Mm-hmm.
because she was actually on that rejection mode for around 6 to 8 months. I had put it up online. I had put it up
Okay.
on my stories, and 2 3 moms actually approached me saying that it's okay, it's just a phase, and they are also facing the same issue. And we actually decided to do, like, we decided that it's okay, it's a phase. Let's give kids some time, and then we'll work on something else, we'll try different things. So that is how, where I felt that I am not here alone who is going through these problems. There are other moms also.
Very true.
Yeah.
So that's that one message,
Yes.
which was received by you. Okay.
Yes.
So, where do we now see Princey Mom in the next 3 years? Any dream collabs or big plans or movies that you want to sign?
Movies. If I get a chance.
Sure.
No. Princey Mom, it's not only about content, it's about building my own identity here. And over the 3 years, I really want to grow the space. I want to build a community here. No doubt it's a community, but I want to share more. I want to create a very special space where where moms can actually come and share their own experiences. They can talk about them. They can share their own challenges faced by them. And dream collabs is something I'm always open to brands if it's very authentic and if I feel that this will be very valuable to my audience.
Wonderful. So, dream collabs, like you said, what kind of collabs? But, anything in specific or you just want to go with the
No,
flow?
no, I just want to go with the flow.
Okay, all right.
Hopefully, I could make my own cloud kitchen because
Oh,
I
lovely.
love cooking. Yeah.
And what exactly are you going to do there in the cloud kitchen?
So, my husband is into healthy eating and he loves salads.
Mm-hmm.
and I try with, as I said, I play with different flavors and vegetables, and I create my own salad. Yes, I do Pinterest and to get inspired from them. But yeah, um, and that is what he loves. So he said me, why don't you start this salad thing? I said, give me some time, let me work out something, and then hopefully they.
Nice.
I would love to make my own salads and have my own salad cloud kitchen.
Lovely. So we wish you all the best.
Thank you so
and
much.
we hope your this dream comes true soon.
Hopefully.
Um, what's something most people don't know about you that might surprise them?
I am a 3 a.m. friend, and I am always there to listen to you, and I love to have those friendships, those long that sustain for a long time. And I am an introvert person. I love my own me time. uh, and I don't know if people know this or not, but I am a person, अगर मैंने किसी चीज को ठान लिया है, I am going
तो
to do
बस
this
करना
by
है.
hook or by crook.
Very
बस.
nice. So your perseverance is what is going to
Yes.
surprise people.
Yes.
That's nice. So finally, what advice would you give to other moms who want to build something of their own that could be either online or offline?
Just be true to yourself. Uh, share your own stories, because people are here to listen to you. People want to know real you. They want believe in yourself that yes, you can do, and motherhood is not going to stop you. You can relive your own life, rebuild your career as I did, and you can build your own identity.
Okay, so that's what you recommend.
Yes,
Moms should do.
absolutely. Yes.
Sometimes
trust
do you
yourself, believe yourself.
Do you also feel that you're a super mom?
That's what my daughter calls me.
Yeah. Super mom or super woman?
Super mummy.
Okay.
For now.
All right. So there comes my next question. We are going to talk a little more about your travel journey as well. So I also understand you're a travel enthusiast, right?
Yes, we love traveling. So
Okay.
Princey was just 2 years old, and we did a road trip to North for 18 days.
Where exactly that was?
North, like we traveled north by car.
Oh, lovely.
Jeep, yeah.
That's nice. So how did Princey react to this experience?
At first we were quite unsure that would she be okay or not, would she adjust or not. But to our surprise, she actually adapted in those 18 days. She purposely, I didn't carry much food stuff, as a mom, like being a 2-year-old, you carry lots of food, बच्चा क्या खाएगा रास्ते में, ये लेके जाओ वो लेके जाओ. I was carrying just 4 to 5 healthy munching stuff and fruits तो मिलते हैं. To our surprise, she started eating different variety of cuisines. We didn't have to suffer a lot. She was such a good kid. She didn't bother even a second. The best thing is she sleeps on the way. So the moment you start the car, she used to sleep. So that made our trip quite easy.
And in fact, some moms are actually even worried कि 18 days का trip ये कैसे होगा छोटे बच्चे के साथ, isn't it? They may not even take that risk.
Yes.
Forget about 18 days, even 8 days
8
must
days,
be
I
like, it's too much. But I think you thought of, let's go ahead and we will plan this trip and we will, kind of manifest it into reality. And I think Princey reacted it and took it really well.
Oh yes, absolutely. So my family was also quite unsure that how are you going to do this? एक काम करो, just do your 2 or 3 days trip, go somewhere here itself, nearby. And me and my husband like, no Baba, it's okay, I'll manage. हो जाएगा, and I know अगर कुछ भी हुआ, we'll come back. We are anyways going by car. So we'll come back. And to us, she was too good. She adapted very well. She loved exploring different places. We actually went for snow trips. We went to Jaisalmer. We actually traveled whole north in those 18 days. And she didn't even harass us even a bit.
Okay, great. I think that's her upbringing because of you, isn't it? She knows how to kind of, react to different types of environment, just like her mom does. Was there ever a moment in motherhood or in your life where you truly felt like you were losing yourself, and how did you find your way back?
It's not only me, I guess every mom goes uh, through this phase. And even I was in self doubt कि भाई मैं जो कर रही हूँ, am I doing it right or wrong? Am I actually going to build a career out of this? What am I doing? There was too much of self doubts. I started getting those negative thoughts कि what do I do? But um during those days, what I prefer is taking a social detox break and giving some having some me time, working on myself, and enjoying those family moments with Princey and my husband Man. And they actually encourage me that it's okay, give some time, you'll do great, and then slowly again I'll go back to my uh, creating this content.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So, Filoni, what's something that you've really struggled a lot behind the scenes, which your audience have actually not seen in your content or even on your social media handle?
So there have been times when I have seen my friends with whom I started my journey. They are growing at different pace, and they are building their own careers. They are actually uh, at a very good position, and here I am still in self doubt whether I'm doing it right or am I doing enough. And being a homemaker, a mom, a creator, um, sometimes it's difficult. You have to smile in front of the camera, but behind the scenes you are sad, you're upset. And what I've learned through this is I need to be kind to myself. I need to understand that everyone is doing their own things and they are growing at their own pace. So it's okay sometimes.
Okay, so have you ever thought that I feel that my friends with whom I started a career, they are far ahead of me?
Yes,
You
absolutely.
feel sometimes,
Yes,
is it?
absolutely.
So have you ever thought of joining the corporate world back? Because now I think you've managed your Insta, really well, and you may want to get back to your corporate career. Have you ever thought of that?
Yes, so sometimes yes, sometimes I feel that my daughter needs me the most right now.
Okay.
And she's at that stage where, so she's a single child, so she needs some company also. And I can't be selfish right now. I want, because I've never wanted a nanny or anyone else to raise her or something
Sure.
like that. So I've always decided that it's okay, I am building my career with her, so that is making me more happy.
Okay, wonderful. So she's your priority right now, at
Absolutely,
least.
since day one.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you manage days when you feel emotionally or mentally drained, and still you have to show up for your kid, your family, for your audience, and also create the content?
So there are days when I am actually drained out, and I feel it's better to slow down, take that social media detox break, you rest for a while, because at the end, Princey is always there. Her hugs, her smiles is always going to cheer me up. And sometimes sometimes you have to show that smiley face, but behind the scenes it's completely different. And it's okay, because social media is not always perfect, and it's not always rosy. So as coin has always two sides, it's similar here also. So
Yeah, so that's very true. In fact, whatever happens on social media may not be always
always
true. There are rosy pictures
Yes.
shown by a lot of people, but we don't know who's going through what,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, so social media is always there. It could be something where people consume when they just want to uh, kind of deviate their attention and do something else. That's when I think social media can definitely help, but not always true.
Not
What is
always.
shown there is true, isn't
True,
it?
true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, have you ever faced any kind of judgmental attitude from your own family members, friends, society for choosing to build your own identity online? Because a lot of people say, no, that's not the career that one should choose. And how did you deal with that kind of a pressure?
Yes, my the society, my family were also against this. because they felt एक सिर्फ एक time pass है. How can you build a career out of this? Because social media is something they won't understand now. But over the years, after working with big brands, they actually saw me on TV. They were like, "Oh my God, you are doing great. That's amazing." And what I believe is not by talking instead of just showing. You know,
So action should
action
speak louder
should
than
speak
the
louder.
words.
Yes, I totally believe
Okay,
in
okay.
that, and I show them that yes, I can do it, and I will do it. I'll show you that yes. And as I said, when I go in mall, or if somebody will notice me, they'll recognize me, saying that, "Oh yes, you're Princey Mom," and that's when they feel, "Oh yes, she is something," and people have started knowing her now. She has built her own identity called
Identity.
Princey Mom.
Great, wonderful. So, if your daughter were to grow up and face the same challenges you faced, what's that one thing you would want her to remember or believe in?
Please be true to yourself, because people are always there to judge you, people are always there to give you to criticize you, but just be true to yourself and believe in yourself that yes, you can do it, and there's nothing stopping you. So being true to yourself and being confident is something going to help you in later future.
Okay, so confidence is one that you
Yes.
want her to take away with her
Yes.
from whatever traits that you've just mentioned.
Yes.
Second one is being true to
Yes,
yourself.
believe in yourself that
Correct.
yes, you can do it. So we have been doing affirmations, and that is one thing that I always focus. Like, we make sure that we do this affirmations when going to school. So there are 6 to 7 set of affirmations that she repeats daily, and this has actually worked for her in real life. Every time she's struggling with something, she will actually say those affirmations that yes, I can do it. This was actually bring out the confidence in her that yes, she can do it, there's nothing stopping her. So that is what has worked for her, and I will hope that she does it in later future also.
So these affirmations that you've taught her, and I think this is commendable, because knowing affirmations at the age of 5 or 6 is not something that anybody would do.
Yeah.
So what kind of affirmations are those? Can you tell us?
Yes, sure. So one is yes, you can do it. That is something that will boost her confidence. That will say that yes, I am capable of doing anything and whatever comes in my way. The other is it's okay to be wrong, that she's learning through mistakes. It's okay if you fail. You are definitely, if you
Going to
keep
learn,
trying,
yeah.
you'll succeed in that.
Okay.
Then there's one that I am lucky and everything good happens with me.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, because these kids, they are actually, I have seen Princey, like there are times when she's actually in self-doubt. Because kids are also there, they're always like saying those nasty things. Oh, you can't do this, you're such a slow writer, you can't write right now, you are eating so slowly, and you're not my friend or something. And these affirmations has actually helped her, and these affirmations work magic. Yes, absolutely. I would recommend everyone to try these affirmations. These are very simple 7 affirmations. Yes, you can do it. I'm lucky. Everything good happens with me. I'm the best. I love myself. You have to love yourself.
Correct.
Because people are always going to judge you, so it's better. And there's I am strong, I am brave.
I think these small little affirmations, they actually interact with your subconscious mind.
Absolutely.
And the
baby.
mind actually starts tuning in and helps that to get manifested soon. And I think if we train our kids, right from their childhood, their adulthood is going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
And of course, the childhood is going to be superb too. But I think this is something that is much needed for all the kids and for all the moms as well, isn't it?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I'm highly recommending it, because I have seen the change in her from mama, I can't do this, to doing in like less than 2 months. She can actually do anything, and she'll actually tell herself, Mama, I can do it, right? Yes, I can do it. And she actually does it.
Okay.
And that smile on her face when she succeeds it, or when she does something, is truly magical.
Superb. Thank you for sharing those affirmations with us.
Thank you so much. Please do try.
Sure. Filoni, are you ready for a rapid fire fun game?
Absolutely.
Okay, so there comes my first question. If Filoni had a talk show, what would it be called? And let me give you four options as well. Cheda Chatter, Real Talk with Phil, Drama with Dhokla, or Spiloni.
Real talks with Phil.
And why?
Um, as I said, Princey Mom is all about sharing their own experiences, their raw and real life
So
stories.
that's why.
Yes.
What color best represents Filoni's personality? Is it fiery red, electric blue, sunshine yellow, or pastel pink?
Pastel pink.
All right. If Filoni was a school subject, she would be, and there are four options: drama one on one, advanced sarcasm, social media studies, or a meme theory.
Drama one on one.
And why? You're very dramatic.
Kind of.
Okay. Next one is very interesting. What would play Filoni in a Netflix biopic?
Okay.
And the options are Alia Bhatt, Prajakta Kohli, Shraddha Kapoor, or a brand newness or like your own queen.
Absolutely my own queen. Brand new,
Okay.
yes.
If Filoni walks into a room, what's her entrance theme song?
Okay.
Um, My Desi Girl, My Desi
Yes.
Girl, Run the World by Beyonce, or something else?
My Desi girl.
My Desi Girl. Okay. What is Filoni Cheda best known for? Singing, cooking, acting, or something else?
Cooking.
Cooking.
People
I
love
thought
it.
that. Yeah,
Yes.
I thought that as much. Which social media platform did Filoni Cheda become most popular on for the first time? Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, YouTube, or something else?
Instagram.
Instagram. If Filoni were a food item, which one would she be? Spicy vada pav, sweet jalebi, masaledar dokla, or sassy samosa?
Sassy samosa.
And you like samosas?
Yeah, I love samosas.
Okay, Filoni's humor can be best described as dad jokes, any kind of dark sarcasm, desi spice, or some philosophical puns.
Desi spice.
Acha, you're a desi girl.
Yes.
What's Filoni's ultimate power move in a roast battle? Eye roll, savage comeback, sarcastic smile, or Insta story post?
uh, should be sarcastic smile.
Acha. And the smile is like?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like to give back.
Acha.
So
What's Filoni's spirit animal? Peacock, cat, owl, monkey.
monkey.
Because Princey has got a lot of soft toys.
No, I am very much fond of monkeys.
Monkeys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Which Bollywood movie title best fits Filoni's vibe? Queen, Pyar Ka Panchnama, Tamasha, or Khoobsurat?
Queen.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
And with that, you win a very nice hamper.
Hamper. Thank you.
So, when we were talking, you also mentioned that when you were pregnant, there was one small instinct which you got and which you realized and said that, now is the time for me to go and meet the doctor. So, what is that whole episode or incident? Can you also describe that?
Absolutely. So, this is something very close to my heart, and it still gives me goosebumps if I think about it. So, I delivered on 4th of Jan, and on 3rd of Jan, it was such a dull day, a very gloomy day for me. I couldn't feel Princey movements, and I spoke to somebody, and they were like, "It's okay, बच्चे को rest करने दो, don't disturb her or him like that." And I was like, okay, maybe your experience is talking about it, which might be okay. It's like, okay, I ignored those movements. I said, ठीक है, baby might be sleeping. Let's not disturb. Again in evening, the whole day went by. At 2 o'clock, and there's something called motherly instincts that you get. And you're
Mm-hmm.
like, there's something fishy, there is something wrong. Because every time I used to say Ua Sagram, so we have this Gujarati prayer, Ua
Huh.
Sagram karke.
Hmm.
And every time I used to say, Prince used to
Hmm.
kick me.
Hmm.
Okay, I could feel those very hard kick movements, like,
हाँ
tuck karke
हाँ हाँ.
properly. And I couldn't feel that. I googled, I felt that something is wrong, maybe मैं google कर लेती हूँ. I googled, it gave me few ideas: jiggle your tummy, talk to the baby, tickle your tummy. Nothing worked. I said ठीक है चलो, let's see next day morning what happens, we'll see. रात को मैंने ऐसे ही डॉक्टर को टेक्स्ट कर दिया था, saying doctor, I can't feel any baby movements, what do I do? Around 8 o'clock doctor called me up, saying, what are you doing, just come right away, and right now. I said, okay. I reached hospital. He did sonography. We did NSTs, checking the heartbeat of the baby. And he said that I will have to undergo surgery right away. And I was literally shocked. What happened? Like, as a new mom, like, you don't know what is going to happen. Like, kuch to hai. I kept asking doctor, nurses, baby's fine na, kuch hua to nahi na, please tell me. They're like, no, don't worry, everything will be fine. Doctor assured me, don't worry, everything will be fine, we'll take out the baby now. And my husband, my mother-in-law, everyone were in the doctor's cabin. And I was alone with nurse. I didn't know whom to speak to. I was crying inside, but I was also giving the baby assurance that no, baby, you have to fight back. I don't know what is wrong, but I know you'll come out healthy. Everything will be fine. Mama is there to take care of you. Nothing will go wrong. Let's trust doctor, and everything will go good. Doctor took me inside within 10 or 15 minutes. My doctor was Jay Mehta. I'm so grateful to him, and he was so good. And he literally took out Princey in like 15 minutes. And soon I got to know that there was placental abruption.
Okay.
Placental abruption is where the baby doesn't get enough oxygen and there's bleeding behind the placenta.
Oh my god.
The doctor
Very
clearly
scary
said
that
in my
is.
family that she's a miracle baby. Had you waited more, you could have lost her.
Oh my god.
And this thought still gives us goosebumps, like how those 15 minutes were like, I don't know, like this thought literally scares me right now. I don't know, had I not heard those motherly voice, I could have lost her. And I want to share this with my audience that please listen to those motherly voice. There is something that is trying to tell you, hear those instincts, don't ignore that. And that is something that only a mom can feel and nobody else.
Okay. No, I can imagine what you must have gone through, and I'm sure what even Princey must have gone through, inside
Yes.
her mother's world,
Yes.
isn't it? And I think kudos to you. Your that small little instinct which you got, that now is the time for me to approach the doctor,
Yeah.
changed your life and Princey's life as well.
Absolutely, yes.
Truly, she's a miracle baby.
Yes,
So
she
that's
is.
how you've derived her name, Princey.
So no, so when I was on a hospital bed and they asked me, what do you want to name her? I said Nishka. I just asked because we are Gujaratis, so we have this Rashi. So we had year, la and no.
Okay.
Year, no something. I said Nishka. They said okay, ठीक है, we'll decide. We have 40 days to decide. Then they said, what do you want to call her fondly? Like I said Princey. They're like okay. And since then we call her Princey, and now everybody know her as Princey.
Okay. So is her name Nishta or Princey?
Her real name is Nishka.
Nishta.
Nishka.
Nishka.
Yes.
And what does that mean?
It's honest.
Honest. And Princey?
Princey was just a short form for princess.
Okay.
Though she doesn't know that she is like, I haven't said her that Princey means princess. Like because that is something that a child keeps thinking, oh, I'm a princess, I need to be pampered, I'm going to be this, I'm going to get whatever I ask for. So since day one, I have grounded her saying that, no, you are just Princey. All I wanted was to call you Princey and you're only Princey.
Okay. And does she know that she already has an Instagram handle?
Yes, she knows. She loves it.
That. Okay.
The day I received Aspiring Mom Blogger of the Year award, I came to her and I gave her the award. She's like, Mama, let's congratulate each other because you have to thank me because because of you, because of
Yes.
Princey, this page is here. I was like, of course, yeah, you are the face of the page.
Absolutely. Keep up the good job and
Thank you.
congratulations to you for such a big win.
Yes,
How was it
thank you so
feeling?
much. On top of the world. It was totally unexpected.
Kudos to you. Very well said.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for accepting our invite, Filoni, and coming on DK Talkies show. This episode was truly inspirational with an authentic face and a real voice, and all your journey that we heard. And I'm sure it's also your husband who has encapsulated your entire journey, and helped you to create this content, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. He is the true inspiration behind this Princey mom. He kept pushing me on daily basis that why don't you start sharing your journey with others so it can be helpful to them also, and it's all because of him.
Wonderful. And we wish you all the best, Filoni, and we hope you start building up your brand and take it to the next level very soon. And may all your dreams come true.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Dipti.
Thanks a lot for accepting our invite. It was really a pleasure having you. Thanks a
Same
lot.
here.
Many thanks.